You may already have your own sequence of actions before training or competition to optimize your performance. When developing a sequence of action, distinction between rituals and performance routines is important. Superstitious rituals function as psychological placebos by influencing one's perceived self-control. Religious rituals are suggested to promote effort, confidence, well-being, and meaning. Rituals are rooted in traditional ceremony and practice for healing and anticipation, which have no causal link between the behavior and the outcome, and serve more general sense of regulation. For example, you always have an egg for breakfast before competition. An egg does not have a direct influence on your performance, but you may feel regulated by having the same behavior every time. Performance routines are a sequence of task-relevant thoughts and actions a performer systemically engages in prior to performance. Performance routines can improve attention control, emotional regulation, and arousal management, enhance and protect self-confidence, and foster self-awareness. Key elements of performance routines are personalization, repeatability, comfort, purposefulness, and consistency. An effective routine has to be specific to you, to be simple and easy to repeat it, to add no extra stress, to meet your unique performance needs, and to be always the same. 5-step approach of performance routine development includes readying, imaging, focusing, executing, and evaluating. The key to developing an effective performance routine is to start from a more general area such as energy level, confidence, and arousal regulation to narrower areas to focus on the target performance task. An example could be taking a breath to regulate arousal, shaking off excessive energy to release extra tension and irrelevant thoughts, visualizing success to review the strategy and to clarify the target, saying, "I'm ready," to be present to execute the performance. When performing, things do not always go as planned, and we'll experience unexpected or unwanted situations at times, such as fear, performance slumps, errors, failure, setbacks, although not all errors are catastrophic. Coping is defined as a process of constantly changing cognitive and behavioral efforts to manage specific external and/or internal demands or conflicts, appraised as taxing or exceeding one's resources. With coping strategies, you'll be able to develop resilience to recover to or sustain your optimal level of functioning despite stressors or adversity. There are 3 types of coping. Problem-focused coping aims to alter or manage the problem by changing behavior, planning ahead, setting goals, gathering information, adjusting the environment, or engaging in an alternative way. Problem-focused coping includes performance routines, self-talk, goal setting, attention regulation, and imagery. Emotion-focused coping attempts to regulate the emotional responses to the problem through meditation, emotional regulation, expression, relaxation, reappraisal, or withdrawal. Emotion-focused coping includes self-talk, imagery, and arousal and emotional regulation. Social support coping is to seek help and support from others, including coaches, teammates, family, friends, and significant others. When the situation is amenable to change, problem-focused coping is used more often. and emotion-focused coping is used more often when the situation is not amenable to change. The effectiveness and selection of coping strategies is likely to be situation and stressor specific. The ability to utilize various coping strategies will help you manage different situations and stressors. Coping routine includes a symbolic gesture or an image of getting rid of the error, such as throwing it away or shaking it off, and mentally fix the error. Referring to performance routine, which starts from general area to narrow area, coping routine starts from emotional-focused coping to problem-focused coping. An example is shake off the head, regulate arousal with a breath, instructional self-talk to review what to do, visualize successful performance, and shift attention to the present moment to be ready for the next performance task. The first two steps are emotion-focused coping, and the rest of the steps are problem-focused coping. This fix-it approach of shifting from emotion to problem-focused coping will help you move forward to fully engage in the next performance task.